But anyhow, that we know that Jesus came into Jerusalem on a donkey. That's why we celebrate Palm Sunday, because they laid coats out on his path, and they laid palm leaves, and as they say in the Gullah, putting palm leaves out there, waving the mule face. And and these people were saying, Hosanna, the highest, praising. And I had an old Sunday school teacher that used to say, that same crowd in another day or two was saying, crucify him. That's how fickle the mob is, and we should be particularly attentive to that as we see a lot of mob business taking place in our world today. But I want to go to the 11th chapter of John. Now, in that interim, when after Palm Sunday, he went into Jerusalem, he went to Bethany and spent the night there. I don't think it says where he spent the night, but I'm going to guess that he might have spent the night at a special friend. And there in Bethany, Jesus had some special friends. There were Lazarus and Mary and Martha. And we know that this great miracle took place where Lazarus had died, and that Jesus delayed getting there. And I'm going to start reading, and I'm going to kind of read it around and I might wonder. John 11:1. Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. This Mary, whose brother Lazarus now lay sick, was the same one who poured the perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet. And so we know that story. But somehow or other, these were special friends. And we can't imagine, Jesus had a life besides all the things that we know. So we have to assume that, he had special friends. And just like when he made arrangements for that donkey to be available. So there's other things that we can never know until we get into glory, and then we can ask all those questions. And anyhow, but we know the story of how he came there, and I want to move on to where I'm going to. Lord, the sister Martha met him on the way, and she said to Jesus, "If you had been there, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." And Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha answered, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." It brings up an important point there because, you had people there, the Sadducees didn't believe in the resurrection. Now, the Pharisees did. And Paul will use that to his advantage one time later when there was a problem there with both of them were against him. So he brought this up and got those people against one another, and he could get out of there. And the main thing that, and I say this today, that it may be a matter of reflection to you as we look into our own spiritual life and our own inner conscience and examine ourselves for what Jesus said here. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live, even though he dies, and whoever lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this?" And he said, "Yes, Lord, I believe it. I believe that you are the Christ, the Son who came into the world." Boy, that's a lot of theological information there that this woman apparently understood a lot better than even the disciples at that time, because sometimes it took after the death and resurrection to even give them a clue of what it was all about. And so let's think about this. Many times we judge people on what they believe and what they do, and a lot of people say, "You got to do this, and you got to do that, you got to live this way." But what did Jesus say? "He that liveth and believeth in me." I kind of appreciate the Apostles' Creed and what the Methodists and Presbyterians do. At one time, us Baptists, we bragged on the fact we didn't have creed, But I kind of think that over time I've learned a little better. Because they will say, let us affirm our faith. And when you read that I believe in God the Father, creator, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ the Son, that's a statement of faith. And I guess people can kind of mumble that and not think about it. When you think about it, how are you gonna criticize that when Jesus is saying right here, he who are living and believes in me. This is the root of it all. And okay, let me get my place here. Over 2 Corinthians 5:18. That's all I'm going to say right now. Okay. Tells us that when we think about, as we think about our salvation and our eternal security, and we think about where do we go? What happens to us when we pass on? And we're all interested in that. That's what it's all about. I know when I accepted Christ, I was very concerned. I want to go to heaven. I didn't want to go to another place. I heard a lot about it. And I've heard people make fun and say, all you wanted was a fire insurance policy from hell. Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. We need a good insurance policy. And I'm talking about it right here, where Jesus is making these promises that we can believe in. And but we wonder, what's going to happen to us? And the scripture tells us that Paul in 2 Corinthians 5:8, that when we are absent from the body, that we're present with the Lord. Thief on the cross was told that, this day he would be in paradise with Jesus because he accepted him and he believed in him. And 1 Corinthians 15:55 tells us that death is swallowed up in victory. Paul says, "O death, where's thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory?" So this is the thing that we're fighting against is spiritual death and the promises that Jesus made to us. Now, in 2 Timothy 4, Paul speaks of his impending death in this way. He says, "I'm about to be offered up. My time of departure is near. That I have fought a good fight. I have kept the faith." And in thinking about this, I have kept the faith. That we like to talk a lot about the one-time situation. When we go forward at church and that I'm saved and I'm saved always. And I believe that in this statement, when he says he kept the faith, that our life makes a statement. That's kind of a modern term, that sometimes things that we do, that makes a statement. And so our total life makes a statement. What has my life done? Has my life, in all the years that I've lived, all the years since I've been a Christian, does my life indicate, or does my life tell a story of my belief system? And so Paul's saying that I've fought a good fight, I've kept the faith. And so this is the thing that we need to be thinking about as we examine ourselves and say, well, what is my situation in life? Does my life make a statement? And that we can look forward to. A lot of people they're talking, they're real spiritual, that everybody talks about heaven and why in heaven. We talk about it a lot, but we don't know a whole lot about it. But we know that that's the place that we want to be. And we have these stories and some very good books on it of people who have died, had near-death experiences, and they had glimpses of it. And I put a lot of stock in them because in the case of small children, they just don't come up with that stuff out of their head. And there's some things that we to all of those experiences. Like these people have a great feeling of extreme love, like they never felt before. Most of them, when they're gone, they don't want to come back because it is so good there. And so, that's the thing that we can do, is that we can claim these promises. And I hope it will give you a little comfort in the fact that I brought these facts out to us this morning, however disorganized it was. But we're going to have our closing song, our invitation. And we're going to sing, go back to the old, what number is it, Esther? 307, Just As I Am. The book that's written about Billy Graham, that's the title of it, Just As I Am. In about 1950 in Augusta, Georgia, I knew what it was to hear this song and know the multitude of people that went forward to accept Christ. And it's been with me ever since. There's something else I want to say here. And I just want to pass that experience on to you. I came from the day when we had the old protracted revival, that 2-week revival, the whole summer. And during the invitation time, it's supposed to be a spiritual time that we reflect on ourselves and our home and our condition and where we stand spiritually. And during those times, anybody, young people, it was forbidden. You didn't make any noise. Or somebody called you down real quick, because this was a special time. So let this be a special time that we could give some inner reflection of my spiritual condition, and that if you wish to respond in any way, let's respond to a big response. And so thank you so much. And so let's have a little prayer before we finish. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for our church. We ask, Lord, that you would be with Dan and that you, in his illness, that you bring him back to his health. Your word has told us that the prayer of faith will heal the sick, Lord, and we pray, seeking that promise. Go with us through this service and through the day. We will give you the praise and glory in Jesus' name.